Welcome back to We Are Live. We're live in St. Louis in Grand Center, Midcoast Studio, midcoast.media. For more information, Trav's in New York, the stream queen and executive producer, Chris Gardner's here. We're now joined live in studio by the great Sam Lyons. Hello, Sam.
Hey,
good to have you back, man.
Always a pleasure.
We've got some comments I wanted to address before we jump into anything. Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer said he's not used to someone so talented being on the show, referring to Katara. While she is extremely talented, how could he talk that way about Modest Mouth, guys? I mean, that's
show some respect.
Yeah, that's something that
But it's just part of the hater life. Like every day you wake up, like Gardner and I, we wake up and we're excellent, and a lot of people have to really work hard to even get as half as good as us. So I don't worry about it too much. Like Gardner and I have heard haters about Modest Mouth. But we're gonna keep striving, man. Look,
everyone.
When we're opening up the brand new Lou Fest in 2020.
No, wait. What about Sam's mom? We don't. Now, Travis usually takes the mom route. What, are you gonna hit on her? What's going on?
No, Sam's mom enjoys Modest Mouth.
Big fan.
This is real.
Day one, the early hits.
Yeah.
The vinyls. Before they were selling out Madison Square Garden.
If it was MySpace and your mom was making her favorite music list,
if you went to my mom's MySpace page, it would play
Modest Mouth.
It
would also say Modest Mouth in parentheses old. Did you guys remember that when people would want to let you know they're into this pop punk band, but they liked them when you didn't like
Weezer,
them.
old.
Yeah.
Sam's mom's a kind of a hipster Modest Mouth fan.
Mm-hmm.
She was there first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she'll let you know too.
Daily.
Yeah.
Wes in the comments. Hello, Wes.
Hey, Wes.
Sam and him had a bonding moment over Gilmore Girls, so he's a fan of yours.
That 100%.
26-year-old man.
27.
27. See, you look
watching through the show for the 9th time.
Huh? That's not just a bit.
That's not a bit. No, people think it's a bit. No, Gilmore Girls.
It should just be a bit.
All real jokes contain true shit. J. Cole said that, not me. But it applies.
Who's this J. Cole fella?
You don't know about Jermaine? All right, we're not doing this. All right, hey, guys, thanks for joining me.
Man, come on. Come on.
Lyons Den coming back. All right.
We're not doing this.
Screw you guys. I'm just going to go follow Katara around for the day and live stream that. That'll just be the We Are Live episode.
No, we were doing a show, and we were having a conversation about Gilmore Girls, and from the other end of the bar I hear, who's talking about Gilmore Girls? I leaned over, I'm talking about Gilmore Girls, and then we just...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then you guys cheers martinis and moved forward.
And got eloped.
Yeah.
Good
for you.
In Martha's Vineyard, like Emily would have wanted.
It's about time.
Answer my emails, Amy Sherman Palladino.
While you're trying to think of your favorite Gilmore Girls episode, I have to say thank you to Tommy Bannister of Circa Properties. Maybe he could sell you something that would put you next to the Gilmore Girls. I don't know how the show works, but it seems like that could be worked into a live read for a real estate agent. That's right. Realtor to the stars. Us. Tommy Bannister. He's a realtor in St. Louis. The offices are in Tower Grove South. Go say hello at Circa Properties. Tommy has been in St. Louis his whole life. He's here to help you in the buying or selling process. Sam Lyons joins in studio. We're going to play some recasting call. Yeah. We had some photos to get to.
Yeah, I have a couple things here, actually. First off, when I went down for my smoke break at the top of the hour, I saw Erica at the front desk.
Yeah.
And she said, "Hey, what's going on, Scat Man?" And it made me also think of course, don't question our talent, folks. This is when I say our, Travis and I, because don't forget this as well.
Remember, but before that.
I'm the Scat Man.
Hey, man.
I never thought that Scatman song, the memory attached to it, could ever be removed from the 90s comedic classic, Nothing to Lose, with Martin Lawrence.
It's the best part of Nothing to Lose. It's the best part of Nothing to Lose.
No way, man.
It really
whatever
is.
he said.
It's just
whatever
undefeated. What a great movie.
Pretty good.
If we're in the world of remake, let's remake that.
With you and I.
Oh.
Finally, creatively, we come together.
Oh, that would make sense. That could work.
Right. Tall, super
maybe the
talented
roles can
white
be
guy.
reversed this time. Maybe you can Well, let's let you can be the
Oh!
thug that robbed somebody, and
Well,
I'm the one that
wrongly
has the wife
accused.
that I think cheats.
I know he did rob him. That was a real robbing.
Oh, no.
No, Martin was actually a criminal.
Yeah.
When you woke, but you're not
He was
supposed to be
actually-
woke yet.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But the repercussions for you are different than for someone.
And we could put a
Yes.
whole new spin on it because Travis in this thing, because he is so woke, he wrote it in. He walks in on his male lover, the gay man, and then that happens. So we have that angle as well. What's wrong with that?
I'm a gay
Okay.
man. Da-ba-da-ba-do-ba-ba-da-da. And we can change the song. Like
Who
that.
raised y'all? What is?
I don't know. We kind of
We don't know. Most days, our parents don't even claim us.
My parents are good people too. It's a problem. I apologize.
I wanted to mention too, thanks to John Beebe. over
Of
at
By Jack.
Yes, of By
That's right.
Jack.
He's 10 feet that
Why
way.
are you
He's-
thanking him? What'd he do?
Why is there so much contempt in your voice?
Well, he's wearing a carte blanche shirt this morning. I just saw,
Oh.
so I appreciate that.
and he's
appreciate the
he's a
support.
tall drink of water. That's a good billboard walking around for you.
I also need to thank him for something else. As I've mentioned before, I am recently a first-time uncle. Congratulations to my brother and his wife, and on the birth of my niece, Whitley Vale Gardner. And so this means I get to inspire, I get to make impressions on the youth of America more than I ever have before now, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm sure society is looking forward to me kind of impacting people that way. Young people, with my thoughts
Yeah.
and what I believe.
Mute Travis, please.
So
He's
I'm
freaking
looking forward to
out.
that. And, you know, the best way is to kind of get it going from the beginning. And so I thank By Jack for making this onesie, carte blanche onesie,
Oh
that.
my!
Look at
Oh my!
for my niece, Whitley Vale Gardner. So
lovely.
we're going to get her involved in the carte blanche movement immediately. And I'll probably have to buy some other onesies as she continues to grow, because we're going to keep this going.
And you can do that
So,
through By Jack at
thanks to
Midcoast
By
Media.
Jack.
Yeah. Travis, there was some movement in his apartment. I don't. He's frozen currently,
There's
so we'll
been
get him
some
back.
movement.
Did he have someone over last night, or is he moving and they're showing his room to people to rent it out? Like what?
Did you have a guest?
Let's develop.
Travis?
No, he's frozen right now.
Oh.
Do you think that possibly he's he's having like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting? Is he renting it? Like what's happening? Let's come up with a story for what's happening.
Because he was talking to someone earlier. He took his
But
head,
he used care when he spoke to them, didn't he?
and they were right there in front of him when they
It's a
were talking to him.
seance.
Oh, you think so?
It's a seance. They
Who are they trying to talk to?
they're trying to talk to.
Oh
Let's
no,
use
Gardner's
crystals
got a
then.
crystal.
Got my
You
crystal.
got the crystal right there. They're reaching out to the ancestor spirits.
Tibetan Tektite as well.
Because the best magic is familial magic. That's the strongest
Oh.
Sure,
of all.
sure.
And
Nice.
So
Where'd you learn that? Sam?
Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
Vampire Diaries.
all right. Okay.
Oh, even
This is
Vampire Diaries.
getting worse by
There
the
you go.
minute.
Did you ever watch Gossip Girl?
First 2 seasons. Yep.
You gave up after
I gave
that?
up after that. It got weird when Hilary Duff came in. I wasn't sure what was going on.
Okay.
She let the rain fall.
What a song!
Remember
Oh,
that
man.
song?
Can we take a moment for Hilary Duff?
To
Please?
Hilary Duff.
She was living her
Hilary
best
Duff.
life. Yo, she
She-
dropped an album 2 years ago. Nobody talked about it. It was pretty good.
Hilary Duff, is she her or I have my answer.
Okay.
I want you guys' answers. Hilary Duff or Mandy Moore, pop star, sugary pop star that is pretty but attainable. If they lived in your city and were just somebody who worked down the street, they would date you. Which one's better? And I don't want to talk down to them. They're both attractive, but they're not. We're not talking Gloria from Modern Family here.
You're trying
Which
to
one?
You're trying to make this work for you, Chris. Is what
No,
you're
it's not
trying
gonna
to
work.
do. And guess
It's
what?
not gonna
Mandy
work.
Moore
And Mandy
is
Moore's-
not attainable.
And
for
Mandy Moore,
because
First, factual.
It's a lifelong dream.
yeah, I know. And you're trying
I
to
don't
talk.
think she's quite as tall. As
You're trying to
I'd
talk
hope she'd
yourself
be.
into this.
I've accidentally dated girls that maybe resemble her at times to just try and grasp that, and it just hasn't.
They've both got a very like girl next door feel about them.
Yeah.
But I don't,
No, that was Britney Spears.
that, I will end you like, right here on your show.
No, that was Alicia Cuthbert.
But like, what is
Remember that
Hillary?
movie?
Sam said that now, and also we're not doing this.
Okay, are we gonna have to keep looking at Travis's stupid frozen face, or is he coming back?
No, well, I'm sure.
It looks like
he'll
he's
come
waiting
back.
for the beat to drop. That's all.
That's the last thing a Russian spy sees before he finishes.
Samuel Jackson's final moments of Goodfellas. That's what's going on right here.
I'd be Mandy Moore.
Lisa is a big fan of Sam Lyons. Everybody, thank you for joining on the stream. We've got a lot of people
Woo,
listening
woo.
today
Hi,
and
Lisa.
watching too. So what are you going, Mandy Moore, Hillary Duff?
This is like the toughest decision. we've
Okay,
made
good,
in our life.
because
It's-
Gardner went pretty quick to Mandy Moore. I know
But
my answer.
here's why for Mandy Moore for me. I'm an adolescent when she's starting to peak, and you're
Same
very
for me and Hillary.
You're very impressionable at that time. Like the impact in music and everything and pop culture, kind of it grows there and is going to stay. That's kind of like your beginning, really.
Lizzie McGuire left a big mark on me.
See?
So, that's
Okay, so
why.
Lizzie
But also,
McGuire-
is Hillary Duff gonna run away from Secret Service for a romantic summer in Europe? That is Mandy Moore in Chasing Liberty, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I've never
No.
actually
So
seen
you
a
haven't
film.
seen Chasing Liberty? No. All right. Assignment for the week.
I have seen Saved.
Also fantastic. Also a
Great
great
movie. You
So,
seen
like-
Saved, Gardner?
I have not seen Saved.
Oh,
you'd love
man.
it. Macaulay Culkin actually does well in that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I gave money to my friend Marcella in high school.
She
Early
friends
high
with
school or
Melodica?
late middle school. Can't remember.
Late middle school.
To go buy Mandy Moore's CD because I was afraid I would be judged for buying the Mandy Moore CD. So I had her buy it for me. And then next thing you know, I'm popping that in and I want to be with Chris, if only for tonight. And then
Didn't you
Candy.
do enough musically in the first hour?
Can you ever do too much?
It's a great point. I mean, you got me there.
There you
The
go.
answer is yes.
Well, we've got a third entry into this from Kankles. He says Amanda Bynes should be included. Now, do we take away the manic depressive Twitter?
No, no. We keep that in because if you're taking a person, you're taking them as their
Yeah.
whole self.
That's true.
You gotta take them
when
at their
I
best and
end
their
up
worst.
with Mandy Moore after she would then be divorced a second time, is she remarried since Ryan Adams?
Was she married to Ryan Adams?
Yeah.
No idea.
Let's see who she's married to. Continue and I'll let you
Anyway,
know.
man.
No, I was saying I have to accept that you dated that. You married to that dork. Like that's what was going on. Like I got to deal with that, right?
Sure.
So you have to deal with Amanda
Oh, yeah,
Bynes'
that dork,
Twitter thing,
as
yeah.
opposed to you.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, check out the
Amanda
credentials.
Bynes is like she's like that middle school, early high school relationship that was really just more of a friendship, but you kind of just said you were dating.
Okay.
But like the strong connection. If you remember Amanda Bynes and Frankie Muniz in Big Fat Liar, like they had a very close, intimate relationship, but they were best friends. Like that's the kind of relationship Amanda and I'm Frankie Muniz in this.
Okay,
Actually, I'm
gotcha.
Amanda Bynes, and Amanda Bynes is Frankie Muniz.
Got it.
I did not know this about. Mandy Moore did remarry in 2018 to Taylor Goldsmith, the lead singer of Dawes.
What?
Yes.
She went from Ryan Adams to Dawes.
Yeah, you got no shot, man.
Damn it.
Dawes is really good.
I'm
I've
aware
never heard
who
of Dawes.
is.
I know. It's more for our culture.
Why can't it be Sam's?
Mind your
culture?
tone.
He's the only one that went. He's the only one that went to the school in the South. Yeah, maybe he loves Americana. Maybe he's got maybe he's got a Jason Isbell tattoo.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I think maybe I was wrong in judging that way.
Yeah.
And now I apologize.
You know what I did this morning? Listen to the new Monsters and Men album. Really damn good.
Sam.
I get no.
And you know
Spotify
what?
notified me because they knew I would
know
want
you-
it.
And you
They
know
were
what?
like,
This
hey-
is on
hey,
me.
nerd.
No, this is prejudging. This is stereotyping on my end. Don't do what I just did because even the evidence was that you had already dropped Vampire Diaries and Gilmore Girls, and what else? There was
Chasing Liberty.
Chasing Liberty,
Sam.
and I ignored the evidence in front of me because I had a
There
preconceived
you go.
notion. Maybe we can learn from
Maybe
me.
we can learn from him.
Yes.
I wish Trav was here to, in memoriam, Travis
Yeah,
Terrell.
what happened to
Rest in
him?
peace. Can you put an RIP hashtag up there?
Hey, Trav, when we do get connection back, can you be completely naked? If you can hear this, Trav, this is Sam talking to you.
Travis, don't say anything if you agree. All right, let's throw out some statements and mess them. I'm the more talented of the two of us. Don't say anything if you agree. Okay, all right. Twitter, not that great of a social media platform. Don't say anything if you agree. Oh, look at him go. I like this.
He loves Twitter though.
Did,
But the only reason it's around, as you know, Travis has said before.
President Trump saved Twitter.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Sam's.
Oh, do we
Sam's-
want to do a rundown
Sam's
of drops for
lips
Sam?
got tight.
Yeah.
He went.
Huh.
It was like a.
Trav, I try so hard with you, man.
Is this the day you finally take over Travis's spot? You've
I've-
been eyeing
that's
it.
what I'm-
I
I've
bet-
been,
yeah.
I've been in the shadows
Yeah.
lurking. And
You're
he
the
knows.
guy hanging out, talking her through the problems. Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm your friend.
But
I'm
let's
here."
be clear. I've made it very clear to him what my ultimate
Oh,
goal is.
the goal is,
It's
right.
kind of like after Dean and Rory break up and she gets with Jess.
Who?
And Dean straight up tells Jess, like, hey, I'm coming back for it. It's not over.
What?
And Jess is like, give it your best.
Was it Family
Gilmore
Matters?
Girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gilmore
I was just
Girls.
bringing it
Okay.
back.
Damn it.
I knew where this was going.
Tom Brown has been on Twitter for 10 years today. Congrats. Now, if Travis were on, he would legitimately be, oh, it's so great for you, Tom. He'd be excited.
That's a big anniversary.
It certainly is. We've got a few things to get to. Real quick, I'll tell you about Getaway Carts, customized golf carts available in St. Louis. You want to scoot through your neighborhood and a customized cart, hit them up. Getawaycarts.com is where you head to learn more about all of the options they have available. They're located right here in St. Louis City. Another great small business with us here on We Are Live. Before we forget, Sam, you have any shows coming up we want to plug?
Oh, my God. That's actually so considerate of
Yeah,
you to
so you don't
ask. Yeah,
awkwardly
so I don't just dive
jam it in
yeah.
at the very end when you do, and you're kind of out of breath and you're doing it really fast.
That's
here's
kinda my
here's
thing,
a
though.
soft thing where you just tell people where to see him.
Hey, guys, you
And
know,
don't, and have fun with it.
I'm gonna have fun
You don't
with
have
it.
to be Yale.
Yeah.
You don't have to go. I
could never
drive
be
it in
Yale.
there. No, none of us could.
Could never
Shout
be
out to
Yale.
Yale.
Shout out to Yale.
And Tina.
And Tina.
For being on KSDK with Rennie Knott yesterday.
Ooh, make some noise for it.
Yep.
Hey, guys, you know it's contest season.
I like this subtle tone.
You know.
Yeah, that's good.
Comedians from the area have been putting in the blood, sweat, and tears in the hours to try to advance through rounds. We've had some great rounds at Helium and Funny Bone, both great places to see comedy. Go
I've
see
seen
a show.
every damn round
Yep.
of every competition ever this year.
And every competition, there are winners and there are losers.
Certainly. Now, the winners, they feels like they get a big spotlight.
They do, and as they should, because they won. That's an accomplishment. That's a feat. That's an achievement.
But what about the others?
You mean the losers?
The losers.
Well, you know what? There's comedy for them too.
Oh
And
my gosh.
Tomorrow night, the Heavy Anchor at 9 o'clock, you can see some of that in the showcase, Comedy for Losers. We weren't good enough to advance in the competitions, but we're good enough to perform in a South City neighborhood.
And they'll, you know what? I got it. I got a tag for you. They'll advance in your hearts.
We will advance in your hearts. It's going to be hosted by Ronaldo Mercado. Chad Wallace is on it, Pat Ryan, Janelle Adizabal, Brendan Olson, Lauren Peterson, Jason Nelson, Tom Brown, your boy. It is 21 and up at the Heavy Anchor. Drop a few bucks at the door. We're asking $5, so that
Well, they're losers.
for the losers, so we can afford our.
Did that hurt a little?
It hurt a little
Sorry.
bit. It stabbed, but
Yeah.
it's fine. But come on out to the Heavy Anchor tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Comedy for Losers. It's a great lineup of local talent that just didn't quite make the cut.
Damn.
Yeah, it's tough. Travis, welcome
Sexy
back.
ass losers
Hey.
though.
Were you attacked by
Hey,
bears?
guys.
What happened?
I'm moving next week, so I have to show the place from time to time.
Nice. All right.
Nailed it. Real quick, guys, yesterday we had some issues in St. Louis. We had an on-the-scene reporter, photographer, Chris Gardner. Take it away.
Yeah, water main break at Lindell,
Oh yeah.
right along Forest Park, where those mansions are.
This is what
so
your
you know it was
grandpappy-
big news then
Yeah.
because they had to shut water off to the
Right.
mansions.
Hockey players live there.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do?
How am I going to use my bidet? Yeah,
So
exactly.
What does it look like?
Instantly became big news because I believe even the mayor's house, she doesn't live right there, but she lives not too far
Well,
away across Kings Highway.
Travis, this ain't your grandpappy's water main break.
I think her water might have been shut off, so she was like one of the first people on the scene at this
we're
point.
like, wow, that got
Oh,
done really quick.
Lida
don't play.
Lida was proactive
Lida
in this
don't
one.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and-
Millions of families in North City haven't had water
And
for
so
years.
like
but,
it impacted MetroLink. It flooded some of the areas of the park. This was like a big break. My fear at first was that it was the river to Pear and something had exploded underneath, and I was going to have to be running PR for
He
months.
literally, he was in here. He was like, "Oh, I got to get ahead of this." I was like, "It's a shit ditch that you have an affinity for. Why?"
No.
Do you stand for River to Pair?
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
he
Really?
wants to transform it into the foremost He'll put it behind Forest Park because it would eventually be part of Forest Park. He wants to make it a usable water area throughout the
river to pair, not revitalization plan, the vitalization plan.
Yeah.
When Chris Gardner's done, they'll be talking about the best talent east of the river to pair.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
I got you.
I may have to bring you on board here.
Okay.
But some of the photos, this is from Fox 2, and then I'll show you some of the ones I got afterwards.
Okay.
This was early on in the process. This is Lindell.
Oh my.
Jesus.
And apparently this water was just flooding the area. So this is like after Little Words, you could see how some of the dirt
That's
and mud
insane.
had settled some.
I'm sorry, is that a hole in the middle of the road, or is this like or
No,
there's
that's the middle of Lindell.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an entire lane, and it's about the
And
size
into
of
the other lanes.
of a full-size SUV.
Okay.
Like we're like
I
an
have a
SUV.
joke. Can I throw a joke in? This is
Please.
I'm going to take my time setting this up, but I haven't seen anything that large and wet since my last weekend at Lyons.
Don't guys.
Huh?
You happy
Anyone?
you took a minute for that?
Hmm.
He's trying to reacclimate himself back into St. Louis jokes and
Well, that
culture.
makes sense.
He's
He's
gonna
like-
start with Telanius.
Yeah, and then he goes right for that, and then
Oh.
and if that didn't work, he was gonna drop it with like and toasted ravioli, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was
Right,
gonna
guys?
go, but like, how about Fernando Vina, everybody?
So wait, so Travis, have you successfully brought back Frontenac into your vernacular instead of Connecticut?
Yeah, I even stopped saying pop. I'm starting
Whoa.
adding sodas back to my
Okay.
routine. So yeah, I'm really.
Good.
So I took a bird scooter over to the scene yesterday.
Of course you did.
Oh God.
Saw a couple of news vans setting up shop there too for the
Oh,
evening
God.
news. But
Are you like a volunteer firefighter, like talking to the real
so
firefighters?
here's approaching. I had because the road was shut down, so I had to take the scooter,
Jesus.
park
Terrible.
it, and I had to
Look
make
how
my way.
awful that road looks.
I had to walk through the park some to get there. So there's as you're heading up there, and then as you get closer, you could see exactly what you were dealing with there. This is down in the ground, and this is wide. And then what
So can we chalk this up? This is another opportunity to chalk this one up to climate change.
if you want to. I mean, here's the problem though, Travis. You can't keep doing
Okay.
that, or else people, when one doesn't hit and it's not right, then people are going to use that as the example of why
To
it's a
detract.
hoax and a denier. So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Clearly, a Godzilla created this one,
Yeah.
so you, sir, are wrong.
So you're
Hey,
gonna,
Godzilla. I like that.
Yeah.
Not
the-
Godzilla. One of
yeah.
the many Godzillas.
Thank you. Yeah,
and then finally,
that was a choice. That was a character choice.
there's a lake right there off Lindell,
Well, there is now.
one of my Saturday morning spots, and you can see that it had flooded that entire area up to the park
Wow.
benches too that were off the shoreline.
Now, is that Lake of the Ozarks?
You never been?
I've never been.
Gardner, it looks like
There's a dude on a jet ski.
Gardner, it looks like your old bedroom.
They took my room. I used to sleep here.
Oh man.
Drunk.
Yeah, this caused a boil order. This is actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me because if there was even just a minor earthquake, I feel like we would be screwed for a month. Like it would be
Well, maybe
so
longer.
bad. It would
Because
be
this
so bad.
area is going to be shut down for like a week.
Yeah, when the big one hits.
And this is it's going to be shut down for a week, and this is because they need to get it fixed because there's a lot of traffic there. Rich people live there, and the Metrolink is by there. So this is like urgency.
Yeah, and imagine if it wasn't. urgent.
Yes,
If it was the neighborhood you or I live in.
right. Or if it's like a lot of these had happened.
Yeah.
Then what? We got
Now,
no shot.
I don't know what this means, but Billy Fat Pants in the comments, Sam has touched a woman in the last 5 years. True?
Yeah, factual. we just
Okay. I don't know why he put that, but then he follows it with TT steady. Eat shit! Been a minute. Who yelled that, Travis?
What gave it
Is that
away? Is it the shirt?
a
Is that how he could
passerby?
tell?
Is that how he knows you're
that's how
staying
he knows.
steady?
That's how he
Is
knows
that-
I'm
hang on,
moving.
it's your uncle getting it regular?
Yeah, hey, boy, what I tell you, all right? Look my eye. What you do? All right.
Why don't you bring those girls around here anymore, huh? I don't know. Why? What?
Tell him come by, give your uncle a little kiss on the cheek.
Sam, you would be the uncle that adds the girlfriend of your nephew after they break up on Facebook.
100%.
Right. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I know.
Yeah.
I know we got to get into casting call, or did we do it already? I was gone for a while.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
we
done
did
it.
2 rounds.
Yeah.
We'll get into recasting
We
call
did
here
it?
in 30 seconds.
Okay, but it's funny that you bring that up. Quick story. There's this big thing going on in the world of celebrity that P. Diddy is dating the daughter of Steve Harvey, who is 22. Now, the young lady previously dated Justin Combs, Diddy's son.
Get
No.
Diddy is dating his son's ex
what?
and
That's
the daughter of Steve Harvey. How crazy celebrity headline is that?
It's bad boy.
Mm.
That's amazing.
There's so much. There's.
I don't care if you're a celebrity or not.
Mm.
Like that's not a thing. You don't
Is that real?
do that.
That's what everybody's trying to figure out. It's so weird. It feels like an episode of Empire. So I think everyone's like, man, I don't know. I don't know if this is actually
Diddy's
something
just
that's real.
plugging a new album.
But
Yeah. You're gonna find out. You're
That's
gonna find
probably
out
what
he's
it
about
is.
to drop
Yeah.
something. Yeah. I don't like that at all.
It's a very P Diddy thing though.
Is it?
It really is.
What happened with
P
him?
Diddy's kind of grimy. Like he
Man,
wears
that's
nice
kinda-
suits,
that's-
so you
that's-
forget, and he's got like cute curls in his hair, but he's kind of a scumbag. Like,
What exactly?
I don't know. I had recently removed Diddy from the theory that he is responsible for Biggie's murder. But
100%
after
he is.
this,
He 100% is.
after this, dating your son's ex is just that ain't cool, bro.
I'm actually of the thought that I think this might be worse than him trying to kill a man with a free weight. Remember that? Do you remember that? That went away because
I've
he
n-
definitely attacked or allegedly attacked an assistant coach because one of his sons was playing football at
Yo.
USC, and that wasn't just like, hey, let's square up and take care of this because of somebody dropping 3 dots at the end of a sentence. No, he attacked another man with a free weight.
I remember that.
You been hit by a free weight?
I have
You don't want to
not.
get hit by a free weight. That's a bad
I
thing.
like how you couched that initially, though. He definitely attacked. He definitely allegedly attacked.
What you call covering your tracks, gentlemen?
Got CYA.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Throwing definitely in front of allegedly.
It's a flex.
That's
honestly.
that's
a
smart. I like
flex.
that's an interest. That's an
Little
interest. I
le-
like it.
legally,
It is a
whatever.
good
The,
flex.
You definitely allegedly did this.
The judge
What?
goes, wait, I don't. This is
He's right.
Yeah.
He is
do I
right.
hit the gavel? Oh, I don't know. What do we do here?
I know what we do. We play recasting.
Oh, do we have an open?
We do. We have 2 opens.
Yeah, we do.
Because we have 2 recasting.
Oh
calls.
my
We're
God.
doubling up. We're going to recast first a television show. Full House.
What the fuck was that?
One more time, please.
Hold on, I gotta reset it. Here you go. We're going to recast Full House. Yeah, I even went and found the font they use.
I'm still a little bit weirded out about Bob Saget. My mom, they live an hour south of here. They've got a lot of stuff going on. They work their asses off all the time. The only time, now she's supported a lot of our stuff, Travis. The only time I got my parents never asked me for anything. She pulled the, can you get us tickets to Bob Saget? And I was like, what? Because he was on our show. And I was like, well, of course. What do we? And she's like, well, could we sit front and center? And I was like, what's happening?
Oh.
Is Dad coming to this also? So I'm a little on the fence about what that was. But we all met him and stuff afterwards. And it was a great picture. But my dad.
By
and I
the
were
way, that's good
side-eyeing her-
scatting
side-eyeing
at
her a
the
little
end
bit.
of that theme song.
Go ahead.
A
one more
scuba da
time.
bop, scoo dow. A scuba da bop, boo dow.
the riff at the end.
That
gets it.
bass player really had to get his lick in,
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
he?
oh,
He's
yeah.
like,
That-
oh, they're going to
that was
remember
John
me.
Stamos.
Oh, it was.
was John Stamos
Of course
plays the
it was.
bass.
Yes. All right, what do we have, Gardner?
We're recasting Full House with Democratic presidential candidates.
There you go.
By the way, I saw the CNN promo for
For this.
the debate, and they're like 20 candidates. And they go through and list every single bleeping name of the candidates. I almost started
up.
recording on my phone because I'm like, this is hilarious. They like go through the first 10, and then they're like, and then it's the next 10. And I'm like, This is seriously a promo now. Oh my God.
Oh,
This is terrible.
When I suggested this, I think I forgot how many candidates there are.
My God. Then we don't have
Yeah.
enough characters on the
We
show.
don't have enough characters on the show.
All right. Who do we want to start with?
Sam is the guest.
All right.
He can kick it off.
Let's start with the patriarch of the Tanner household,
Wow. Big hitter.
Daniel Spick and Span Tanner.
Yeah.
If I've got to cast a candidate of the three that I actually know who they are, no.
Danny
Tanner. He's the head of the house. He's the glue that holds this family together. He's a little bit off. He's a little odd. He's got some quirks, but we love him anyway in spite of it. I'm taking Uncle Joe Biden.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the right answer. That's what I would have guessed. And I have to agree. And then it also plays in that in real life, Bob Saget, filthy
Kind of a creep.
comedian.
Yeah.
Filthy comedian. Makes his living off of just being crude and having fun and all that. And Joe Biden might have a little of that, too, that we
He
don't
tells
know.
some off-color jokes here
Yeah.
and there, and they're just stereotyping. In
Yeah.
a way, so.
Trav?
I'm going Pete Buttigieg for Danny Tanner.
Ooh.
He
Sounds centrist. Okay.
is very reasonable individual, very smart, capable. At the same time, to Bob Saget's personality, you can tell Buttigieg probably has a little sassiness in him.
Oh, why
So
would he be
I think,
sassy?
A little bit,
yeah.
Oh, why would he be sassy?
Now it seems
No.
like you're stereotyping.
Because he's
But
from
do you think-
because he's from
Do you think he's a
Indiana.
good-
Excuse
do you think
me.
he's a good dancer?
Sorry.
Well, aren't you a
No,
sassy
people
little
every-
diva?
Let me guess. What would it fit? He wouldn't just drink regular coffee, right? If like a churched up kind of a mocha something.
Just let us know when you're done. Just let us know when
Okay.
you're done.
Well, I'm just watching. I just want to know. Travis is the one penned it against the wall here. Go ahead.
Oh man. Gardner, that drop was perfect. Damn it.
The next president of the United
Completely
States is
threw me.
sassy little diva.
One more time, Gardner. That's great. That is so damn good.
Well, aren't you a sassy little diva?
Just the way she says it.
Yeah, it's very good.
One more time.
All right,
come
all right,
on.
all right.
Well, aren't you a sassy little diva?
Idiots.
You said sassy. What was I supposed to do? Not use it?
Jesus Christ.
Who's next?
He's high.
Who's next?
Do Uncle Jesse?
Yeah, Uncle Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse, first Cochran and then Katsopoulos. I don't know if you guys remember, or very early in the show, he was originally Cochran because he owned an extermination company with his father. Cochran Cockroaches, something like that.
Wow, that's history I forgot. That's impressive.
Didn't
And then
remember.
halfway through the first season, all of a sudden it's Jesse Katsopoulos because they wanted to pay more attention to the fact that he's got some Greek in him, and it just never. It's like the missing sister from Family Matters. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track.
Wow. Well, that's yeah.
All right, Uncle Jesse, if I may. Uncle Jesse,
Please.
he's fresh, he's hip, he's cool. People are all about him. He's a new face for a new type of parenting. You know, he brings something new to the table. And if I can think of one candidate that's doing that this presidential cycle, it's got to be Andrew Yang.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Bit of a wild
Yeah,
card.
you don't think of him as president until you hear the.
I
it
like
makes sense.
that.
And you don't think of Jesse as being able to raise 3 young girls until
he-
he gets right in it.
But he did it.
Yeah, he did it.
Now, see, I would have thought you would have went with Beto.
Beto. I was on the fence
because of the musician
because of the
thing.
musician thing.
Yeah, and
yeah.
he's like kind of got the hip thing going. But all right, interesting. Andrew Yang, Travis.
Oh, I like that a lot. I was going to go with what Chris just mentioned, Beto, but I like the Andrew Yang take. I like
I thought
I
you
like
hated
where
Andrew Yang.
Sam's going with that. I do, but I don't. Here's
Yeah,
why I don't.
This is what's
Here's
wrong
why
with the
I
entire
don't.
party.
Very true.
You just said you hated a guy.
That was pretty
didn't hate
indicative
him. I
of
don't
the
hate him.
Democratic Party.
For sure. No, and
It
I know what you
is.
mean when you say that.
I
I get it.
hate him, but I don't. Yeah, I don't hate him.
Well, you know why I
disagree with
love him.
Because he was on Rogan
Oh, you're so
and Corolla, and I think he like went on the White People Podcast Network, and he just worked the entire role.
You mean
So I
NPR?
think he just. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Yang works. I'm gonna go with Yang. Yeah, let's do Yang.
Wow,
I
Sam
like it.
with
And I don't hate
with a good
him.
pull.
I just think he's now nearing pandering mode because he knows that's the only way he can get into these debates. So, yeah, but he does make sense.
Travis hates Asian people. That's what I took from that.
No.
Moving on. Next character.
Next member of the household of that dynamic parenting team, rounding it out, is Joey Gladstone. A fun guy.
Yeah.
A happy guy.
Right.
At his heart, a good guy, but kind of stuck in the past, kind of living it past his prime. Won't really
living on
Oh,
the
I think
cut
I know
it
where you're
out.
going
Cut
with this.
it
I think I know
out.
where
Cut
Sam's
it
going.
out.
I know where
just like-
Sam's going with this one.
he's had his opportunities, and he's kind of, and honestly, with this, it could work for Jesse or Joey, but I'm sticking with Joey for it. And like nobody minds having him around, but it's like if you're gonna be here, could you kind of just sit quietly and let other people just enjoy the conversation? Don't necessarily be a part of it. Uncle Bernie Sanders.
Wow, my how the
Really?
tides have changed. He was everybody's darling. Now everybody's wanting to send him to the retirement home.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Uncle
No,
Joey,
Where do you think I was going?
Bernie Sanders.
I actually was going in a different direction. Excuse me.
What,
Sorry, one of my fellow Dominican neighbors
Oh,
riding past the neighborhood. But I would go with, I thought you were going with someone who just, because Dave Coulier and Joey, I feel like are the same person. Like they just try really hard to be funny and cool and hip, but they're really not. But they're nice, so you really don't hate them, but you don't care to really have them around.
So do you think
And
I was
the
going with
person
Chris
I
Denman?
was thinking of, I thought he was going to go with Cory Booker.
Oh.
So I'm going to go with Cory Booker for my choice as
ooh.
Joey from Full House. Because Cory Booker isn't a bad person. He's not even a bad candidate. He's just not
Kind of a
what you
tool.
want right now. But he's like, if maybe if it was any other, if we were another time in history, Cory Booker would be perfect.
Well, the
but
thing
he's
about
not
him,
right for this time.
He's kind of like
And that's
the
kinda how I
salad.
feel
He's kind of
about
like the salad option. You know, if they bring it to your table
Yes.
before your dinner,
like
you're gonna
technically
pick at it.
he's super, like his credentials and all this stuff, but it's like sometimes he'll just do things and you're like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know. Yeah, that's how I feel.
No,
I
yeah,
like
so
that.
that's
All
definitely
right.
how I feel about Coulier. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna.
But I like
concede to
Coulier
that.
as a
I'm gonna-
comedian.
Oh,
I like
No, for
Coulier as
sure,
a
for
comedian,
sure.
but I feel like he tries too hard sometimes. But that's
Can
just me
we
personally.
talk about the weirdest small world thing of all time? One of the biggest albums of all time, Jagged Little Pill, directly
Yeah.
correlates.
Yeah.
Directly correlates to Dave Coulier. He was in the back of the theater. He was that guy.
Yeah.
And they were both on. You can't do that on television. When you have two Canadian, like that is so crazy. Like if you wrote that into a movie. Now, see, they're both artists from Canada, and they end up dating, and then she writes this really great seminal album about him in 1995 and sells jillions of albums, and it's the guy who does fart noises very funny in his comedy act. Really?
That's one of my favorite things.
Isn't it crazy?
It's kind of like, well, How I Met Your Mother did like a whole shtick on
Now,
that.
see, listen, I worship at the Church of Siegel. Never seen that show.
So also, shout out to Bob Saget who does the voiceovers.
Oh, he's on that too?
Yeah, but
So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm down with some Modern Family. I think it's hilarious. One of the best written things I've ever seen. So that's a network, comedy thing. Now, How I Met Your Mother does have the laugh track,
They have
cheese
laugh track.
factor.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the cheese factor though.
it's a cheese bag. It's a fun
Okay.
show to watch through once, but I don't need to see
Yeah.
it ever again.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
but one of the characters is from Canada, and she was like a teen pop star, and so they do a whole thing where she's got this like super dark song that she's written, "P.S. I Love You," and they interview a bunch of Canadian like celebrities, like Alex Trebek, all these people trying to figure out who it is, and it comes to Dave Coulier. It's like, why does everybody always think it's me?
That's pretty
I don't
good.
even go to the theater.
That's a good bit. That's
All
funny.
right. What about Rebecca?
Sorry,
and
sometimes it's
Becky.
like, sorry, here you go. Apologies.
No, you're good. Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to just throw it out there, and that's strictly because of what we know about Aunt Becky now. That's why. Elizabeth Warren.
No, you didn't.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Sit here and tell me you're Native American all these years. Take scholarships away from needing Native Americans.
Never happened.
Yeah, I know the list. I've seen it.
All right.
What list?
It's a bit. Shut up.
Okay, now say
I'm gonna
something
go,
else bad about her.
I'm gonna go with Elizabeth Warren. She's low energy. Oh man, Travis is about to lose it, and I love it. We're gonna go with Elizabeth Warren as Aunt Becky. How about you?
I'll take that. I'll stick
Okay,
with that.
all right.
I like it.
Travis?
Oh, Trav, are you okay?
Now I
As
could
Aunt
have.
Becky?
Yes.
Did you forget who Aunt Becky is?
No, I do.
Okay.
I guess I was gonna go.
I just wanted to mess with Travis about
Damn
Aunt
it.
Becky getting in trouble afterwards.
Can I go with Gillibrand? Yeah, Gillibrand.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with Gillibrand for Aunt Becky.
All right.
That damn that Elizabeth Warren one was so good. I don't want to admit it.
So you're having to go. You're like,
See?
how can I
Yeah,
counter
look.
this?
And just so you know,
Yeah,
so
Kristen
we're
Gillibrand. Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, that's a ticket. All right. What about Stephanie Tanner?
Stephanie Tanner, Tulsi Gabbard. There you go. Tulsi Gabbard, sneaky, probably the best of them all, but she's not gonna be the star.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. Mostly because we're getting into the candidates I know very little to nothing about.
See, so many have been on Rogan. I can tell you all about them.
Yeah, okay, excellent. All right.
You
yeah,
like
works
that,
for me.
Travis? I can tell. I've listened to 6 hours of
She's-
Tulsi
so
Gabbard talking.
that's
She
the middle
seems pretty
child,
great.
right?
She seems pretty
Yep.
great.
Yeah, just Stephanie's middle child.
Okay. She's definitely everyone can't stand the middle child and very annoying. You just wish they would just go away. So it's Bill de Blasio.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. Sorry,
you
I'm
go.
switching over.
Blasio's a good one.
Yeah, de Blasio.
I forgot
Definitely.
about the Blasio.
Yeah, I didn't think
So I have
about
a
it.
lot
It's
of
78
people.
candidates in the race. Yes, there are a lot of them.
What about DJ Tanner?
Kamala Harris.
Wow,
He was ready.
jumped right in.
Yeah,
Ready.
correct. That is the only answer, I
There's
think.
really-
Now who's Kimmy Gibbler?
Well, hold on. I
Oh.
wanted to
Sorry.
save that one.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
gonna be
No,
the
I
last
already,
one.
I already
Please.
know.
Yeah,
I was
that's
about
gotta
to
be
say,
the
I
last
already
one.
know.
Yeah, I think Travis and I are probably on the same page here.
I think we are.
So, who plays Michelle?
That can be Beto, honestly. Honestly, that could also be
Cute, and you're not going to expect a whole lot from him.
also Joe Biden, if you think about
Yeah,
it.
right. Yeah.
Who's got a little
That's a good
attitude,
question.
though?
I mean, AOC. She's not a presidential candidate, but
No.
yeah.
Well,
So
you
many
have to go with
candidates.
Klobuchar, right? Amy Klobuchar.
Oh, yeah.
Klobuchar is
Okay.
the one that has the stories about her abusing her staff.
Yes.
So she's got a little hot sauce in her bag, apparently. So let's go with her.
I like the Klobuchar call. Okay. Kimmy Gibbler.
You already know. You already
Travis,
know.
lead off.
It's your girl, Marianne.
That's
It's no
Marianne
doubt.
Williamson.
It's Marianne Williamson. Not kook.
Why are you here?
Talking about
Same thing we would
crystals.
say every time Kimmy
Energy.
showed up. That's the question we would have. Like, why? What did she bring it to the plot?
Yeah.
Why is she even present?
Interesting.
hmm
I was thinking Jill Stein.
I forgot Jill Stiles. Is she running?
Isn't she running?
I don't know.
Look,
this time
the
around.
last
know
time I
she-
checked was which looked like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
She was running. She was at some point. She had her hat in the ring for the 2020 cycle at some point. Let's see. Let's go to the board.
I'm sure she is.
I can't tell. I don't know. It's hard to tell right
Yeah.
away.
Those are really good.
But
I'm
yeah,
proud
Jill,
of you guys.
that's like Jill Stein's another. She just kind of shows up and it's like, oh, yeah, you're part of this. And Kimmy's like, oh, cool. It's a scene with Kimmy Gibbler in it
Right.
now.
That's it.
It
Yeah.
seems as though as at this moment, it looks like no. At this moment.
Okay.
But I see where you're going with it. So if she was, it would work, most certainly.
Yeah.
It would work. Marianne Williamson, from someone I've seen recently, that fits real nicely too.
All right.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that was her real child. If the actress who played Kimmy, her mama is Marianne Williamson. Somebody look that up. That's probably true.
Yeah, just go look at her Twitter account, and then just sit back and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
That's all. If you're feeling bad today, go look at her Twitter account. And then
The
you'll feel
real
better.
Marianne Williamson.
Yes, and you'll feel good after reading.
She is
For-
kind
for
of
now.
well. She's not Trump. She because like people keep because she's an oddball. So I wouldn't just because you're an oddball. That's not what we dislike Trump because he's an oddball. It's because he's a lot of things. But she is a quirky candidate for
Okay.
the Democratic
Yeah,
Party.
she
Even for the
has-
Democrats, he's quirky.
Yeah, I mean, she has some interesting stuff on vaccinations and stuff
a-
like that, and that can be a problem.
She's a Demoquirk.
Yeah.
Do you
but,
want
There
to
you
close
go.
it with the song again?
Hey, wait, who's the dog?
Oh.
Gotta be careful.
Comet.
here.
Comet.
Gotta be careful
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Now, see, you can suggest people that if I say certain people are the dogs, it's going to be
Sam, ask me
problematic.
ask that question again.
Who's the dog?
I disappeared.
We
I'm out.
Yeah, we've made it into just.
I don't
Travis and
need
Sam.
trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move right
I
on.
will
I
let-
would say Bernie. I'll say Bernie Sanders.
Oh, you don't
I
like
think
Jewish
Bernie
people.
Sanders is
Okay,
common.
you're in trouble.
No, not at all. It's because he's cuddly and he's fine and like
Doesn't
and
take
you're gonna
up
probably
too
put him
much
down
space.
at some point. Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
the family's going to agree to put him down.
Send him to the.
Let's open the back gate. let him
Let him
roam.
wander out. When
Let him wander.
when you move to a new house and the dog runs back to the old house, you kind of just let him stay
Yeah,
there.
it's like, well,
He
That's
comes
what
with
we-
a credenza.
uh-huh.
I picture
That's what they're gonna
Bernie,
do with Bernie Sanders. They're gonna
like
be
before he
yeah.
goes on stage, like his hair's like actually properly combed and like laying down, and his tie's got a nice double Windsor. It's real tight, and then he's getting ready to say, "All right, showtime." Walks out. That's how I picture his thing going.
That
amazing.
tracks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right,
That
what's
was it.
next?
Do you want it?
No, that's,
There you go.
That'll wrap it.
Here we go.
Gardner, I want to give him a huge thank you. He's been busting his ass producing Stacey Static's show for the last few months, and we've got a very talented new producer in Edward, and Gardner's been training him all week. So I say this just to thank Gardner, but at the same time, you can look forward to more flashing graphics and
Oh, boy.
video work now that Gardner doesn't have an entire show to work on as well. It's going to put that energy into this, so you'll see stuff like that more here every day on We Are Live.
And Sean's leaving town for a little bit. I'm like, I got to get him back soon.
Yeah.
He's going to visit his dad.
Who could we sub in for a Dogs on Film?
Well, I'm hoping to record a couple with him
Oh,
in the
okay.
next 3
Keep
to 4
your eye out
days.
for a kooky character that might be good to record some movie stuff in case we need a backup.
I'd like to try and recreate the volleyball scene from the original Top Gun too.
With Sean?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll
look
get our
into that.
shirts off and
All right.
playing.
Yeah, Top Gun remind me.
playing
Shout out to
with
Arguments
the
and Grievances. I
Oh,
went and
yeah.
saw
so,
that last night.
Our friends at Brennan's Work and Leisure,
Brennan's
like
Work
right
and
down the
Leisure.
street, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Went and saw Arguments and Grievances. It's a hybrid comedy show, live debate, and the topics last night were Hanson versus Branson,
Nice.
Aldi versus Caldi's,
Nice.
and Top Gun versus Top Golf.
That's great.
It was a great
Ooh.
lineup. Kenny Kines was there. Emily.
Is it all
Hickner.
comics, or do they do like there's like performers also,
Performers,
like improvisers?
yeah,
and-
improvisers, comics, writers. Brandon Judd was there. Kevin White from Bare Knuckle Comedy. It
So
was,
something T Money needs to sign up for next time?
absolutely.
I think
Oh,
it'd be
he would.
good.
You would be.
You just
great at
argue.
Trav. Yep.
We rewatched the trailer for Top Gun Maverick in the bar
yeah.
last night, and
In the
that's what
bar.
led to the discussion of we were debating how the beach football scene would play out in the new Top Gun, and my theory is that it's going to be the young guys at first playing against like maybe a group of like secondary characters or something like that, and they'll have music playing, something more current though, and then the old group comes, and it's their beach, their tunes, and they switch the music to maybe some Kenny Loggins or something like that, and then they start playing beach football, and it's the old group versus the new group, and that's what we have on the beach. That's my theory.
I haven't seen Top Gun.
Watch
Oh,
out. Travis's
Sam.
jaw's about to break.
And how many times have you watched Gilmore Girls through?
I'm on round 10.
Yeah, we need to
Jesus,
rectify that.
This is how they look at me when I haven't seen anything.
That's
really.
You don't watch anything though.
I watch
do you?
National Treasure.
Great movie. Honestly, I'm with you. I think me and
can't
Garner
help
going
it.
to go start our own show.
I think that's fine.
Put
All I
Guys,
really wanted the past 10 years of my life is to be left alone and watch National Treasure. That's all I've really wanted.
that on my headstone, actually. Me too.
stick around. I'm going to speak with Tony Rock today. We love Tony. We've had him on a few times. It's going to be a blast. He's in from New York. I'll give him your best. Travis, do you have anything you'd like me to print off and hand to him in the script department? Is he
I'm gonna
rolling
tell him
over?
I have a script for all three of them, all three of the Rock brothers, if they're
Ooh.
interested. So just let them know.
Is it a Full House reboot?
It is. it is not. I kind of want to do like Trap Three Stooges, and so I think they'd be perfect for it.
Can we
Okay.
get him in Hurricane? The Bear Hurricane movie?
I'm sure we can get at least one Rock brother in
That'd be
Hurricane.
perfect.
We may even get the big one. May get Chris.
Okay.
Now we're talking. Huge thanks to Katara. If you missed the first part of the show, go back, check that out. She's very talented. She's got all kinds of shows coming up in the St. Louis
Did
area.
a duet with Modest Mouth.
She did. She absolutely did. Sam's got a show tomorrow night at the Heavy Anchor.
9
You can
o'clock.
check that out. And be sure to support all the great things we do here at Midcoast Media. And we are live for Travis in New York, Sam, Katara, our man Gardner, and Modest Mouth. It's Chris Denman. We'll be back Monday. Actually, no, we got the Tony Rock interview, and then we're back live Monday. We'll see you then.
Nice.